Hi, welcome to today's Little Wings video. I'm Anna. We are going into our second of the 3 biggest bedtime mistakes. Now, it's okay if you've been doing some of these. They're things that you can change easily and will help your child sleep better. There is no judgment here. I understand that parents do what they know is best at the time and that they just need sleep and they need their baby to sleep. And that's why I love doing what I do, because I get to help families. I get them to help them thrive. So mistake number 2 is too much light source or too much screen time. I know we hear it all the time that there is like so much screen time and we need to slow that down, but I'm going to give you some reasons why, and we're going to actually give you some tips on how to help that. The reason why we want to cut out some screen time and some different light colors is because that actually releases cortisol in the body. Cortisol is the chemical in our body that when it's released, it actually gives us an energy rush, and we want to be releasing melatonin. Now, melatonin is what gives us sleepiness. We love melatonin because it's going to give us sleep. But when we have screens, especially blue light, that's releasing cortisol, and then we have the soft light, we have our bodies naturally releasing melatonin, they're really fighting each other, and that is a really hard place to fall asleep in. So when we are doing that, it's suppressing the melatonin, and we need to release it and let it work itself out. So let's talk a bit about how. I would recommend shutting off all of your screens an hour before bedtime for your little ones. I know that it's kind of become a part of our culture where we have the TV playing all the time, but if you can turn that off an hour before bedtime, it will help that release. Melatonin for bedtime starts releasing 2 hours before. So ideally 2 hours, but at least try for an hour. The thing is with technology, it has a blue light base. And the blue light is what releases the cortisol. If you have lights in your baby's room or in your toddler's room, make sure they're soft lights and make sure they're yellow or red. So anything that emits a blue light, we want to cover up or we want to get rid of. And anything that's a red or a very soft yellow light is okay. Now, light and heat are the 2 most natural ways to induce a rush of melatonin, and that is why it is so important that we pay attention to light sources. So what do you need to do? Because light actually helps your body clock, so your circadian rhythm regulate, you need to have a dark room when it's sleep time. So spend a couple of bucks and get some blackout curtains. You'll find that they're really useful, and it will really help with extending nap times. The other thing is, if you can't afford blackout curtains or you can't get to the store in time, then use some black garbage bags and tape them up there, or some foil, especially during daylight savings where the evenings are really bright. I don't know about you, but during the afternoon, the sun streams into my daughter's room. And so this is especially important if I want her to have a really good sleep. So during the bedtime routine, it's often natural that we turn off the light for the last bit for feeding. I would recommend that you actually keep the light on. We want to put our babies to sleep or down to sleep, awake and relaxed, not drowsy and asleep. So by keeping the light on, we're saying, okay, yes, it's soft light and we've done our bedtime routine, so that's the cue that it's bedtime. If we keep a bright light on or a blue light, it's going to stimulate them and it's going to tell them that they're not ready for bed, when in fact they are. And then we reach the dreaded overtiredness. And when kids are overtired, it's even harder to put them to sleep. It's kind of the arch enemy is overtiredness. So be aware of the light that is around your baby. It's probably not something that you've thought about a lot, but get some blackout curtains, get rid of any blue lights, especially an hour before bedtime, and it should serve you well. I hope you all sleep sweetly, and we'll see you for the 3rd tip.